Hello, Missions Leadership Team. Hey, thank you so much for just taking the time to listen to this. And I would really love to hear what you think about what we're going to talk about. And if you would you just comment below? That'd be a big help. I once had a boss who never wanted to hear any bad news about his company. Just the good news. And he was willing to lie to make bad news into good news so that he would look better, so that he would look bad. I mean, have you ever met someone like that? I mean, he had a trouble facing reality. That was hard for him. And I will tell you, if you're not able to hear both the good news and the bad news, well, maybe, just maybe, leadership is not for you. And it certainly wasn't for him. In John Maxwell, in his book, Leadership Gold, that we've been going through, encourage you to buy it if you haven't. He says, it's a leader's job to define reality. One of the pitfalls that can stop you as a potential leader is the desire to focus on the vision to the detriment of facing reality. I mean, you hear that word vision all the time. You gotta cast vision, you gotta look forward. And I think it's important. Vision is important. But at the same time, you gotta call it like it really is. You gotta call it like you see it, not what you hope it will be someday. So how do you find out what's real? Well, I think a reality check requires you to follow 4 practices. The first practice is admit your weaknesses. I mean, folks, your team already knows what the weaknesses are. So when you admit it, it lets them know that you know. They're not trying to work around it. They know, you'll know. Secondly, embrace realistic people. You've heard the phrase, birds of a feather flock together. Man, if you want realism, get realistic people around you. I don't mean negative, but people who will tell you like it really is. And you need to surround yourselves with them. And have the team members around you who complement your weaknesses. You know, where you're weak, they'll see things that you won't see. So you want people around you who realistically tell you the truth, tell you what's going on. Thirdly, ask for honesty. Ask it from others, people from your team. When you experience success, and especially when you experience failure, ask for honesty about what you need to hear versus what you want to hear. We want to hear good news, right? But if you do this, it'll keep you real. It'll keep them real. Next, invite fresh eyes to check you out. Now, in my Army days, whenever I would have a high-powered visitor come visit my unit, I would always have what I would call my Shucks point man. Now, the Shucks point man's job was to be a fresh set of eyes and go on the route that this visitor was going to go on. And then anything that he saw there that was out of place, that the visitor would see, fix it before the visitor got there. It was a fresh set of eyes looking at everything. And I think it is so important to have a fresh set of eyes that help you see something that has become just so routine that you might miss it. I mean, walk into your house sometime, just say, I'm going to go in with a new set of eyes. And you'll see things there that you've not noticed before because it becomes, just habitual. As Jim Collins points out in his book, Good to Great, it's a great book, by the way, if you haven't read it. He says that good leaders who lead great companies face reality and they make changes accordingly. He says, and I'll quote, he says, you absolutely cannot make a series of good decisions without first confronting the brutal facts. I mean, the truth is the truth. You got to know the truth. Vision is great only when it is coupled with reality. Sometimes it's important to take a little bit of time and evaluate your situation based on reality, not what you hope it be, but what it really is. So I want to encourage you. Ask God and maybe your Shucks point man to help you see the brutal, honest facts in the area where you lead. And then so that you can go ahead and move forward, that you can make the corrections that are needed, and move forward in truth, in knowing and experiencing the truth. So I want to invite you, as my friends and as the members of this team, be my Aw Shucks point man. In missions, please help me see what I don't see, because I don't know what I don't see, but you do. So help me know. And then I would encourage you to find your own Aw Shucks point man, and to speak truth into your life and into your leadership. Hey, blessings. Hope you have a great day, and seek reality, and then face the brutal facts and make it right. Take care, y'all. Bye.